I'm Sherry Burkhalter, and my husband and I manufacture the Ulmer Quilter. It is a wonderful product. I use it myself, and it has so many features. It's very lightweight, it comes fully assembled, and it has the feature of a tilt to allow your elbow to be in a relaxed position as you quilt. You can move the quilt in any angle, sideways, straight up, however the quilt can be as large as you would like. And that way you can go from a very small baby quilt to a king size quilt, and it's a wonderful frame to use for all of those. I have used the quilter for 17 years now, and it is a wonderful quilt frame. It's movable, and it will go right in front of the television with my computer chair to move back and forth, and I use it all the time. As an award-winning quilter, it is the best that you can buy. Next, I'm going to show you how to set it up when you receive it in the mail. Your Ulmer Quilter has just arrived, and you need to take it out of the box. It will have cardboard holding the edge, and you just throw that away, and then if you lay it down on the ground, if you pull it out of the box, it will have these extra shipping. You remove these. They are just stapled into the cardboard and into the frame, and they are garbage. You just need to throw them away. Snap is here, and these are your spring rails. This is what we call spring rails, and this is what we use to hold the quilt. The offset leg you come and lock into place, and then the other leg you open up and lock into place, and then you stand it up. And so that is your frame. You have to pre-baste your quilt before you use the Ulmer Quilter. You can pin baste it, or you can hand baste it, but it needs to be basted before you put it in the quilter to hold everything together. You have your rails, and you want to flip the front rail a little bit. You're going to put your spring rail in the back, in the groove that's back there, and then you're going to flip up. I hold it with my hip and lock it into the groove that's here, and then it locks down. This was an example of how to put it in, the spring rails in, but now we're going to do it with the quilt. You want to lift this up, take out the spring rail, take it out of the groove in the back, and I always like to have a place to lean it. Then you take your quilt and you can place it in any direction. It can be at an angle, it can be straight on, be any size, and even sometimes when I want to work on the edge, you can move it to the edge and it doesn't matter. You take your spring rails, you place this in the groove with the quilt in the groove, you place it in firmly, you lift this rail up, I hold it with my hip, I put it in the groove, take my hands and push it in, and then when you lock it down, it makes it a nice smooth surface to quilt. Once you have your quilt in place, when you start quilting, you want to relax your elbow. You don't want to have your elbow up. And the Ulmer Quilter has the perfect solution, and that is to loosen the knobs, the bottom knobs on the quilter, and then we'll be able to tilt the quilting surface. So you come under here, and there's a knob, a black knob, and you just unscrew that a little bit, and you would come under this side. There's another one right here, and you loosen that, and that allows you to tilt the quilter. You can tilt it a lot, or you can tilt it just a little. When you are ready to change your position, or either once you've got your quilting done, then you need to make sure that the quilt frame is in its upright position, and we can go ahead and lift up the bar that has the tilt. Take that out, and I just lay it still there. I go back to the back, pull it out, take this, lean it again, and then you can take your quilt off. Okay, we're going to make sure that we tighten it tight on the legs so that they will not move. Tighten them down tight, and then you replace your spring rails. And you do that again by putting it in the groove in the back, lifting, holding it with your hip, pulling it into place, and then locking it down. After you have your spring rails in place, you take it and you lift this on its side. Unlatch the bottom and bring it up, and you always want to do the one that is complete. The offset one is done last, and you unlock it, bring it down, and then pull the snap over the front to hold it in place. And they should all be tightened and latched before you move it. You can fit this behind the sofa and under the bed or in a closet against the wall. It's very slim and very portable. Your quilter is available at your local quilt shop, or you can order it direct from us on the 800 number, 1-866-518-9096. Call us if you have any questions or need more information. We know that the Ulmer Quilter will make your quilting experience a wonderful time. Thank you very much.